And welcome back, folks, to Dividend Mondays. Each and every Monday, I plan on doing a video specifically when it comes to dividend stocks. So, if you're watching today's video, I'm going to go down 10 things I look for when buying a dividend stock. It's not the only thing I look for, but there's 10 things I look for to kind of get an idea if this is a stock I want to do more research on or buy or just pass. Some of the things we're going to go over is the dividend yield, the credit, dividend payout, and more. But without further ado, let's talk about the company that we're going to talk about today, and that is the Southern Company, ticker SO. Now, this is a utilities company. Southern Company is a natural gas, nuclear, and renewables, such as wind and solar, together with an emphasis on energy efficiency. Now, Southern Company has 9 million customers, and every quarter for more than 70 years, Company has paid a dividend to its shareholders that is equal to or greater than the previous quarter. Now, in addition to that, over 20 years of dividend growth in the last 20 years as well. So this is definitely a solid utilities company. This is actually a utilities company that I own that I kind of want to kind of do an update and just kind of talk about the stock, not just for this channel, but also for myself to kind of see, is this something I should kind of put my money more into, hold, sell, or whatnot. Actually, no, I used to own PPL. I recently sold that. You can check that out in my other video and why I sold it and what I did with that money. All right. So the first thing we want to look at, like everything, is you want to find out the credit. Just like we have personal credit, businesses have credit too. I'm looking for B or higher. SO has a credit rating of Baa2, so it gets a check mark there. Next up, it's really all about the dividend yield. I'm a dividend investor. I love dividend stocks mainly. That's not the only thing I invest in, but if I'm gonna invest in a dividend, I'm looking for 3% or higher. There are some exceptions to that rule, but here we're getting 3.91%, so it gets a check mark there as well. Next up, I like to look at the dividend payout ratio. Now, when you look at the trailing 12 months, it's definitely on a high end at 116%, but looking at the forward payout ratio is looking like it's going to drop to 69.47%. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. This is definitely in the utility space, so I'm definitely going to look more into that as well. Next up, I like to look at the 3 years dividend growth rate. SO dividend growth rate is about 3.25%. And let's look at their forward PE. It's at 19.09. And one thing I like to look at is their shares outstanding. Is it going up or down? I definitely want to see the shares going down, decreasing, and at worst staying the same. But we definitely want to see a decrease or remaining the same. Here with SO, they are increasing the shares, so that's the negative on SO's part. Next up, let's look at the return on equity. Return on equity, I like to see 12% or higher for the trailing 12 months. SO gets a fail, not necessarily a fail, but it doesn't get a passing mark because that's 7% in my book, but at least it's not in the negative. The revenue growth has increased 13%, so that's definitely a positive there. In addition, I like to look at, if I am going to buy this company, I like to get a 10% discount or more. So I look at the 52-week high of $69.77. It's currently trading below its 52-week high. And if I take off 10% off of that, I'm looking at an entry point of $62.79. This is just a baseline. I typically like to get in a little bit lower, but I definitely do not like buying at the high, except rare occasions where I still feel like the stock is undervalued. So here you get a passing mark there. It's trading at a discount. In addition, this is something I definitely like to look at. I like to look at the 5-year chart. I want to see some growth in the stock. So for example, if I were bought the stock 5 years ago, I want to know I'm not losing my money. If I am losing my money, I need to ask myself, do I think this stock is going to continue to go down, or is the buying opportunity to go up? Here, if you would have bought the stock 5 years ago, you'll be up 33%, which is, pretty good for a utilities company. And in addition, you get the dividend as well and a dividend growth. So it gets a check mark when it comes to the 5-year growth of the stock. Overall, this is a company I own. I do like the stock in the utility space. This is a company I'm going to look more towards in the future. Right now, I'm just going to reinvest my dividends. I do not plan on selling it. I'm going to hold at the current moment. And I am looking at other utility companies in the space to see if there are other ones I want to get into. But lately, I've been focusing more so on other dividend stocks. But this is the one that I own that I want to kind of give myself an update and see where I want to go. If it continues to dip, I'll definitely add it more. I'll probably add more depending on how far it dips. But if it doesn't dip and it continues to go up, then I'm probably just going to hold in the near future. But overall, let me know your thoughts. Do you own this company? What are some of your favorite utility companies out there? These are just my personal opinions on what I'm going to do with this particular stock that I own. Everybody has to make their own choice on that. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own homework. In addition, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, check out the links below for more information to help support the channel. Until next time, peace.